Hello, my wonderful friend. Welcome to VUS, the Learning English Podcast. I am so happy you are here with me today. My name is Anna, and I am here to help you on your English journey. Today, we are going to talk about something huge, something that can change your English life forever. I have a question for you, a very important question when you need to speak English. What happens inside your mind? Do you think in your own language first? Do you plan the perfect sentence in your head? And then you translate it? You look for the right words. You change them into English words. All inside your mind before you say anything. Does this sound like you? You know the feeling. Someone asks you a question in English and your mind goes blank. You freeze. It's like time stops. But in your head, it's not quiet. In your head, there is a storm. A whole secret conversation is happening. First, your brain hears the English question. Then, your brain works so hard, it translates the question into your language. Then, you think of the perfect answer. In your language, of course, the answer is smart. It is funny. It is perfect. But it is not in English. So your brain works hard again. It translates your perfect answer back into English. Word by word. And by the time you are finally ready to speak, the moment is gone. The conversation has moved on. Everyone is talking about something new, and you are left behind, feeling frustrated, feeling slow, feeling invisible. My friend, that habit of translating in your head, it is the single biggest wall between you and fluent English. It is the number one thing that stops you. It makes you tired, it makes you sad, and it makes you feel stuck. You learn more words, you study more grammar, but you still feel stuck in the same place. But what if I told you a secret? This is not about being smart. You are smart. This is not about your vocabulary. You know a lot of words. This is just a habit. You have the power to change this habit. I am going to show you how. What if there was a simple routine? A routine that only takes 10 minutes. 10 minutes every morning. And what if this routine could actually change your brain? What if it could teach your brain to think in English? Naturally, automatically, without translating. Not by studying more grammar rules, not by memorizing long lists of words, but by building a new, powerful mental habit. A habit of thinking directly in English. In this episode, I'm going to give you that exact routine. This is not just a lesson. This is a training plan. We are going to build a new habit together, step by step. A habit that will turn off that translator in your head. A habit that will finally turn on the natural English thinker inside you. If you are excited to learn this routine, I have a small favor to ask. It will only take 1 second. Please tap the like or follow button right now. When you do that, it tells the world that our podcast is helpful. It helps us reach more amazing learners just like you. Thank you so much for that. And I am so curious. Where are you listening from today? Are you in Brazil? Or Japan? Maybe you're in Turkey. Or India. Or Ethiopia. Tell me in the comments. I love to see where our friends are around the world. It makes me so happy. Okay, let's begin. Before we build our new wonderful habit, we need to be honest. We need to look at the old habit, the habit of translating in your head. Let's get really, really honest about why it is so bad for you. I understand why you do it. It feels safe, right? It feels like the only way to be sure you are saying the right thing. It feels like a safety net, but it is not a safety net. It is a trap. And this trap is holding you back much more than you know. It is keeping you from your dream of speaking English with confidence. Think about it like this. Imagine you are trying to cook a beautiful dinner, a really special meal. Now imagine you are trying to cook this meal while you are also reading a difficult book. And you're doing all of this during an earthquake. The ground is shaking. Everything is moving. It sounds impossible, right? It is just chaos, total chaos. Well, that is what your brain does when you translate and speak at the same time. Your poor brain is doing 3 giant jobs all at once. It's too much. Let's break it down. Job number 1. Your brain is the listener. It has to listen carefully to the English sounds. It has to understand what the other person is saying. That is already a big job. Job number 2, your brain is the translator. This is the crazy part. Your brain has to search through a giant mental dictionary. It's looking for every single word. It's translating from English to your language, then from your language back to English. This is an incredibly difficult job, even for a supercomputer. And job number 3, your brain is the speaker. After all that listening and translating, your brain has to arrange the new English words. It has to put them in the correct order. It has to build a perfect sentence. And then it has to tell your mouth how to make the sounds. Listener, translator, speaker, all at the same time. No wonder you feel exhausted. No wonder a 5-minute conversation can feel like running a marathon. You are doing 3 times the work of a native speaker. 3 times. Think about a native speaker. They just listen and they speak. Listen. Speak. It's a direct connection. There is no translator in the middle. Their brain is relaxed. Your brain is in a state of panic. This is why you feel so much pressure. And another thing, this whole process is just slow. It is so slow. Real English conversation moves fast. It is like a river. It flows. People interrupt each other. They tell little jokes. They ask quick questions. It is alive. But while you are stuck in your head, translating, you are always one step behind. You are always late to the party. You miss the flow. You miss the feeling. You miss the energy of the conversation. You miss all the small, important signals. The look in someone's eyes, the tone of their voice, the smile on their face. These small things are 90% of real communication. But you miss them because you are not really in the conversation. You are inside your head. You are racing against the clock. And you are always losing the race. And maybe the biggest problem is this. When you translate, your English just sounds unnatural. It does not sound like you. Every language has its own music. It has its own rhythm, its own melody. When you translate word for word, you are playing piano music on a guitar. The notes might be right, but the music is all wrong. It doesn't sound beautiful. It sounds strange. English sentence structure is different from your language. The way we use idioms is different. The natural flow is completely different. This is why you might feel that your English sounds robotic or hesitant, even if you know thousands of words, even if you are a grammar expert. The music is missing because you are not creating English music. You are just translating notes. But here's the worst part of all, the part that really breaks my heart. It's the damage to your confidence. every time you freeze, every time you pause to translate, every time you feel slow, it sends a little message to your brain, a negative message. The message is, I am not good at this. I am a bad English speaker. I will never be fluent. And this fear of making a mistake, it creates a terrible cycle, a vicious circle that is so hard to escape. It works like this. You are afraid of making a mistake, so you translate more carefully in your head to be safe. But translating makes you slower, and being slower makes you miss the conversation. And missing the conversation makes you feel bad. It kills your confidence, and with less confidence, you become even more afraid. So you translate even more, and you get even slower. Do you see the cycle? It's a prison of fear. Breaking this cycle is the most important step to fluency. It is everything. It is about giving your brain permission to be free, permission to stop being a perfect translator, and permission to start being a real English thinker. That is our goal, to set your brain free. So how do we do it? How do we break this terrible cycle? How do we silence that little translator in our head? Here's the secret. We do not fight it. Fighting it gives it more power. Instead, we build something new. We build something stronger. We build a new habit, a new pathway in your brain. We are going to give the English part of your brain a voice, a loud, clear, confident voice. And we are going to train that voice every single day until it is the one that speaks up first, automatically. This is where our special routine comes in, the 10-minute morning routine. This is our secret weapon. This is our key to unlocking your English brain. Think of your brain like a garden. Right now, the translator habit is a big weed. It takes all the water and all the sun. We are not going to just pull the weed. We are going to plant a beautiful new flower, our new Think in English habit. And we will water that flower every single day. Soon it will grow so big and strong. It will be so beautiful that the old weed will have no space. It will just disappear. Now, think of this routine as a workout for your brain. It's like going to the gym, but for your English fluency. If you wanted to run a marathon, what would you do? Would you go to the park one day and run for 8 hours? And then do nothing for a whole month? Of course not. That's a crazy idea. You would get tired, you would get hurt, and you would not get stronger. You would train a little bit every day. Maybe you run for 20 minutes on Monday, and 20 minutes on Tuesday, and 20 minutes on Wednesday. A short focused time. Every single day. That is how you get strong. That is how you prepare for a marathon. Fluency works the exact same way. Consistency is so much more important than intensity. I will say that again. Consistency is more important than intensity. Being consistent is the secret. 10 focused minutes every day is 1,000 times better than a 5-hour study session once a week. 1,000 times better. Because you are building a habit. You are telling your brain, this is important. We do this every day. And we do this routine first thing in the morning for a very special reason. Think about your mind when you first wake up. It is fresh. It is quiet. It is an empty page. You have not filled it up with all the thoughts of the day. You have not started thinking and speaking in your native language yet. Your brain is open. When you start your day with 10 minutes of English, you are setting your brain's language mode for the whole day. You are choosing the channel for your brain. You are telling it, Hey, brain. Today we operate in English. Today, English is our language. It's like turning on a switch. The English switch. Our amazing routine is built on 3 simple, powerful pillars. 3 easy steps. Each step is designed to break the translation habit from a different direction. They work together like a team. Step 1 is active speaking. This makes the language real. It connects English to your life right now. Step 2 is simple journaling. This helps you build English sentences without any pressure. It is a safe space to practice. Step 3 is active shadowing. This tunes your ears and your mouth to the real music of English. It makes you sound natural. Speaking, journaling, shadowing, simple, right? This routine is not about being perfect. I want you to forget about perfection. Perfection is your enemy. This is about practice. It is about showing up. It is about building a habit that, over time, will completely change your life. It will change how your brain sees English. English will stop being a subject you study at school. It will become a tool you use in your life, like your hands or your phone, a tool you use to communicate, to connect, and to grow. Are you ready to see how it works? Are you ready for the plan? Let's break it down, step by step. Okay, here we go. Step number 1, the first 4 minutes. Minutes 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is active speaking. This is where the real magic begins. We are going to wake up the English part of your brain. We will put it to work immediately. Our goal here is not to have a deep philosophical conversation. No. The goal is much simpler. The goal is to start making English sounds and to connect those sounds to what is happening right now in your real life. Let's do it. For the very first minute, we are going to play a game. I call this game Narrate Your Now. To narrate means to tell a story. You are going to tell the story of your now. Whatever you're doing, just say it. Say it out loud, in a simple English sentence. You do not need fancy grammar. You do not need big words. Simple is perfect. For example, if you are getting out of your bed, you just say, I am getting out of bed. If you are stretching your arms, you say, I am stretching my arms. My back feels a little stiff. If you are walking to the kitchen, you say, I am walking to the kitchen. The floor is cold. I am thirsty. Do you see how simple this is? This is so powerful. Why? Because you are not translating. You are not digging for big ideas in your head. You are just watching yourself. And you are describing what you see, like a sports announcer. She is walking to the window. She is opening the curtains. You are creating a direct link, a connection between an action and an English phrase. Action, stretching. English phrase, I am stretching. You are completely skipping your native language. You are bypassing the translator. This is the core of the whole method. I know. It might feel a little silly at first, talking to yourself in your room. But I want you to trust me. You are literally building the new wiring in your brain. You are building the road for thinking in English, one simple sentence at a time. Okay, that was mine at 1. Now for the next 2 minutes, minute 2 and minute 3. You are going to be a curious observer. I want you to look around your room, slowly. Find an object, any object, your lamp, your book, your phone. But do not just say the name of the object. That is too easy. You are going to describe it. Force your brain to see the world through an English lens. For example, don't just see your cup and think cup. No, I want you to pick it up. Look at it and say out loud, "This is my cup. It is a white cup. It is my favorite coffee cup. The coffee inside is hot. It smells good." Do you see what we are doing? We are going from a single word, cup, to 5 interesting sentences. We are making English bigger in our world. Let's try another one. The window. Don't just think window. Look at it and say, "I am looking at the window. It is a big window. It is raining outside today. The trees are very green. I can see a small bird on the tree." Now, something very important will happen. You will want to say a word, but you don't know it. You can't remember the English word. For example, you want to describe the curtains on your window, but the word is gone from your mind. What do? This is a critical moment. The old habit is to stop. Panic, grab your phone, open the translator app, right? I want you to promise me you will not do that. Do not stop. Do not panic. And do not switch to your native language. Instead, I want you to talk around the word. Describe it using the simple words you do know. This is one of the most powerful skills a fluent speaker has. It is called circumlocution. But let's just call it talking around it. So if you can't remember curtains, you can say, "I'm opening the things that cover the window. They are blue. I use them to make the room dark at night." That was amazing. You did not know one word, but you did not stop. You communicated your idea perfectly. This is fluency. Fluency is not knowing every word. Fluency is about keeping the conversation going. This is incredible practice. Okay, now for the final minute of this block. The last minute of active speaking. Minute number 4, you will state your plan. Think about 1 or 2 simple things you will do today and say them out loud in English. For example, today I will go to work. I have a meeting at 10 o'clock. The meeting will be in English. Or, after this, I will go to the gym. I'm going to listen to a podcast on the way. Then I need to buy some food. That's it. In just 4 minutes, you have done something incredible. You connected English to your present moment. I am stretching. You connected English to your surroundings. This is my white cup. And you connected English to your future. Today, I will go to work. You activated your brain. You spoke English in the real world. You did it without translating. You probably made some mistakes. You might have hesitated. And that is completely okay. It is more than okay. It is perfect. Because you spoke. You turned on that English thinking pathway. That is a huge, huge win. You should be very proud of yourself. Now, we move to step 2. We have warmed up your speaking brain. It is awake and ready. Now, let's organize our thoughts. This is simple journaling, and it only takes 3 minutes. Minutes 5, 6, and 7. If speaking is about speed and flow, writing is about slowing down. It's about thinking clearly. It gives you a calm, quiet, structured way to practice. Writing is a totally safe space. There is no pressure. No one is waiting for you to speak. It is just you, your thoughts, and the page. When I say the word journaling, please do not be scared. I do not want you to imagine writing pages and pages. You don't need to write about your deep secrets or your life philosophy. That is not our goal here. Our goal is quick, simple, consistent practice. The physical act of writing is an amazing exercise. It forces you to take a vague idea in your head and turn it into a clear, concrete sentence. An idea becomes words. Words become a sentence. This is amazing training for fluency. I will give you 3 very easy options for your 3-minute journal. Just pick one, whichever one feels good for you on that day. You can try a different one each day. Okay, option number 1, the 1-sentence summary. This is the simplest, easiest way to start. You just write one single sentence. That's it. 1. You can write one sentence about how you feel. For example, I feel a little tired this morning, but I'm excited for the weekend. Or you can write one sentence about something you are thinking. For example, I have to remember to buy milk after work today. That's it. One sentence. Anyone can do that. You can do that. It takes 30 seconds. But it is powerful practice. Okay, option number 2, the gratitude prompt. This is a fantastic way to practice your English. And it also makes you feel good. It's a double win. Just write down 1 or 2 things you are grateful for. What are you thankful for? It can be very small things. For example, I am grateful for my warm coffee this morning. Or, I am grateful for my comfortable bed. Or, I am grateful for my friend who sent me a funny message yesterday. This is a beautiful practice. It not only builds your English sentence skills, it also connects the English language with positive feelings, with feelings of happiness and gratitude. This is a powerful psychological trick. Your brain will start to see English as a source of joy, not a source of stress. This is a huge motivator. Okay, and option number 3, the 2-minute audio journal. This one is my personal favorite. It is great if you want to build a bridge between thinking in English and speaking in English. Instead of writing, you just use your phone. Grab your phone, open the voice recorder app. Every phone has one. And just talk. Talk for 2 minutes. You can talk about anything. Talk about your plans for the day. Talk about the movie you watched last night. Talk about your dreams. Talk about your breakfast. It doesn't matter what you talk about. There is a lot of good research on this. Recording yourself speak is a proven way to improve your fluency. It boosts your confidence like crazy. And the best part? No one has to hear it but you. It is your private practice space. You can listen back to it later, or you can just delete it. The important part is the action of speaking freely. For all of these journaling options, there is one rule, the most important rule. Forget about perfection. This journal is for your eyes only, your ears only. It is a place for you to be messy, to make mistakes. Did you use the wrong preposition? It does not matter. Did you misspell a word? Who cares? The goal is not to create a perfect document. The goal is to prove to your brain that it can do it. You took a thought from your mind, and you turned it into an English sentence without translating. Day by day, you are building that proof. You are building the evidence that you are an English thinker. All right. Are you with me? We are at our final step. Step number 3, the final 3 minutes of our routine. Minutes 8, 9, and 10. This is active shadowing. This step is all about learning the music of English. This is my favorite secret weapon. It is a technique used by professional interpreters and diplomats, the people who need to sound incredibly natural. And now it's your secret weapon too. Thinking in English is one half of the puzzle. Your brain can be fast, but your mouth has to be able to keep up with your brain. Your mouth needs training too. Shadowing trains the muscles of your mouth, your tongue, and your jaw. It also trains your ears. It trains them to hear the little details, the rhythm, the melody, The flow of natural English. It builds muscle memory, just like practicing a sport. It makes the music of English feel like second nature to you. Here is how you do it. It is really, really simple. First, you need a short piece of English audio, maybe a 30-second clip. It can be from a podcast, or an audiobook, or another YouTube video. The most important thing is that it's a native speaker with a clear, calm voice. For the first minute of this block, you will just listen. That's it. Play the 30-second clip one time, then play it again. Do not try to repeat anything. Do not speak. Just listen. Close your eyes if it helps. Get a feel for the rhythm, the emotion in the voice. Are they happy? Are they serious? Are they asking a question? Just feel the music. Now for the next 2 minutes, you are going to shadow them. What does this mean? It means you are going to be their shadow. Play the audio again, but this time. You are going to speak at the exact same time. You are trying to imitate them as perfectly as you can. Do not wait for them to finish the sentence. That is just called repeating. We are shadowing. Your voice should be like a shadow of their voice, following just a split second behind them. You need to copy everything. First, copy the speed. Are they talking fast or slow? Match their speed. Don't fall behind. Second, copy the pitch. Does their voice go up at the end of a sentence? Does it go down? Copy that melody. Third, and most important, copy the stress. Which words do they say louder? Which words do they emphasize? You need to stress the exact same words. This is the key to sounding natural. I will be very honest with you. The first time you do this, it is going to feel very weird. It will feel strange. You will stumble over the words. You will not be able to keep up. You might feel a little ridiculous. That is a good sign, a very good sign. It means you are pushing your brain and your mouth out of your comfort zone. You are forcing your mouth to make new shapes, to move in new ways. You are literally rewiring the connection between your English brain and your English voice. You are building a super fast highway between them. Let's try a very short one together right now. I will say a sentence. I want you to try to say it right after me. Like a shadow. Match my tone and my rhythm. Ready? This simple habit can change everything. Try it again. This time, listen for the stressed words. I will say 2 words a little louder. Listen. This simple habit can change everything. Did you hear it? Simple. Everything. Those are the important words. The music of the sentence. By shadowing for just a few minutes every morning, you close the gap between your mind and your mouth. You stop just learning English words. You start learning English music. And soon, you will be making beautiful English music yourself. By the way, if you are finding this routine helpful, if you are feeling excited about starting this, then please do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe or follow button. I post practical, simple, and encouraging training episodes just like this one every single week. And I would love to have you in our community of learners. Thank you. That really helps so much. And that is it. That is the whole plan. Your 10-minute morning routine. To rewire your brain for natural English thinking. It really is that simple. It is not complicated, but it is incredibly powerful. Let's quickly recap the plan. So you are 100% ready to start tomorrow morning. First, minutes 1 to 4. Active speaking. You will talk about what you are doing right now. You will describe an object in your room, and you will state your simple plan for the day. Second, minutes 5 to 7. Simple journaling. You will write one simple sentence. Or you will write one thing you are grateful for. Or you will record a quick 2-minute audio note for yourself. Third, minutes 8 to 10. Active shadowing. You will listen to a native speaker, and then you will mimic them like a shadow to train your mouth and your ears to the real music of English. The real power here is not in how difficult the routine is. The power is in how consistent you are. The power is in doing it every day. 10 minutes might not feel like a lot of time. I know, but let's do the math. 10 minutes every day is 70 minutes a week. That is over 300 minutes a month. That is over 60 hours of focused, active practice in 1 year. 60 hours. That is more active brain training practice than most people get in years of just studying grammar books. This is the way to get real results. Remember our goal. The goal is not to be perfect tomorrow. Perfection is impossible, and it is not necessary. The goal is to be just 1% better every single day, just a tiny bit better. The journey to fluency is a marathon. It is not a sprint. It is built on hundreds of small daily wins. Every time you finish your 10-minute routine, that is a win. You can tell yourself, I did it. I am one step closer. You should celebrate that win. You do not need to move to an English-speaking country. You do not need to study for 8 hours a day. You just need to claim the first 10 minutes of your morning. You need to give that time to yourself. To build the mind of an English speaker, I know you can do this. Now, I have a challenge for you, a homework assignment. I want you to practice right now in the comments below. Answer this question for me. What is one thing you're going to describe tomorrow morning to start your routine? It can be anything. It could be your coffee cup. It could be the weather outside your window. It could be your pet, your dog, or your cat. Just write one sentence in the comments. Let me know. I read all of the comments, and I would love to see you take this first brave step. Thank you so much for investing this time in yourself today. You are worth it. Your English dreams are worth it. Please be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. And keep practicing just 10 minutes a day. I am so excited for you to start this journey. You are going to be amazing. Thank you again for listening. See you next time, my friend.